Hi and welcome to Virtual Done Well. Now, what are the chances that you're going to hire a virtual assistant and it doesn't quite work out as well as you planned? Well, thankfully, the chances of that are quite slim, but it can happen. So let me give you some tips this week on how to avoid the 5 biggest fails of hiring a virtual assistant. So I've had lots of friends over the years hire virtual assistants from all sorts of different organizations and independently, and occasionally I hear stories of things not working out. And it's surprising because most people I know love having virtual assistants in their business. It's such a tremendous boost. So I thought I'd share 5 of the most common fails with you, and we'll just rattle through those very quickly. It's quite simple. First of all, hiring the wrong person. So what do I mean by that? Well, very often I've seen people think, oh look, I need a personal assistant, but it would be great if they could do video editing and update the website and maybe send out invoices to clients. See where I'm coming from? There's a lot of different skill sets and experiences required there, and maybe the skill set match wasn't quite right with that virtual assistant. So how do you get around that? Be very clear about what tasks you need performed to support you and your business, and hire for those tasks, at least at the outset. Part of that then, number 2, is not having a clear job description. So I don't mean you have to write 6 pages of a job description, but at least have a few bullet points of the key tasks that that person needs to perform. For 2 reasons. It's going to help you hire the right person, but also it's actually going to help that person when they join your business understand what their duties are and responsibilities. So it's worth putting a couple of hours aside to actually put that together. Number 3 is poor selection. Now, actually, I've got a video on the channel, a couple of videos talking about selecting virtual assistants, so we'll put links to those here. And poor selection means basically not interviewing well and not background checking well enough. So at Virtual Done Well, we do a lot of that for you. So we go through testing the candidates and checking all their background and so on. But you as the client, if you're interviewing virtual assistants, you want to dig into their background a bit, go through their CV, understand what they've done in different roles, and really get a sense of how they've performed and where their skill sets lie, and maybe what they're not so good at. So with some careful questioning, you can actually delve into that. And again, link to a video earlier on the channel which shows you how to do that. And in fact, I've got a link to, I have a video of a live interview with Cynthia. Go and check that one out. Cynthia actually joined my team. So be really careful on the selection. Very often what we do at Virtual Done Well is we'll actually put candidates through some profile testing as well. So that's really effective. All of my team have gone through that, and we all know each other's sort of profiles, and it just makes working with each other a lot easier. So the selection process is really important, and don't just hire someone that you like. I've seen that happen before. Oh, they were a wonderful candidate, I'm really going to enjoy working with them. But can they do the job? Do you have a good sense that they're going to be, a benefit to your business, not just fun to work with? Really have seen that happen a couple of times and it didn't work out. Number 4, poor communication. You've got to communicate to your virtual assistant just like you would with any staff member in your office. You've got to delegate clearly. You've got to communicate very clearly what you need. So how do you like to communicate? Because really you can communicate in any way that you like with a virtual assistant. I'll give you an example of just how I do it. I'm a bit impulsive and I don't really sort of plan ahead much, but my team's used to that. So already today, I've had a 10-minute chat with my executive assistant about stuff that's coming up this week. I use Skype chat a lot. We have Skype chatted probably 4 or 5 times about meetings that are coming up and can you change this one, can you change that one. I've been in touch with my marketing lead on Skype chat, organising a bulletin to go out to clients tomorrow, out to our list, promoting an event. I've Skype chatted with my video editor about the fact that this video is coming a little bit late and he's got to edit it. And so I communicate in all different ways, either on video chat or Skype chat or email. But the thing is to communicate as you like to communicate and do it fairly frequently. Put in a routine. We very often have daily team huddles or weekly team huddles to communicate amongst the team what's going on. So communication is really important. And number 5, and this is where a lot of people, I think, struggle a little bit, is not managing and delegating well. And particularly for new business owners, startups, maybe you're only a 1 or 2 person business and you've never had staff before, you actually have to learn how to manage staff. Just like they would be in your office, you have to be very clear with delegating. This is what has to be done to this quality by that time. Checking in to see if the work's being done okay, looking after your staff's welfare, all those sorts of things. Just because they're remote, virtual, I hate that term virtual, just because they're working remotely doesn't mean to say that you don't have to manage them. Now, as the relationship continues, that requirement to manage just falls away. And I'm very lucky with my team in that they require very little management. So whilst I have a team of 7 virtual assistants, my executive assistant kind of acts as the team leader and looks after everybody day to day. I interact on a daily basis, maybe with 2 or 3, just on technical things. But I know that I can just leave them to get on with the task. If I took video editing, for example, I'm shooting this video sitting at my desk in my home office. I'm going to upload it to my lead video editor. After that, it's all done. I don't direct him on how to edit the video. I don't have to tell him what the thumbnail should look like or anything like that. It all gets done because we've worked together for quite a while. Was it always like that? No, the first few times we had to communicate a lot more. But as people start to get up to speed with all of the tasks required to support you and your business, you can ease back. But you can't do it right up front. You do have to support and manage people. So there we go, 5 fails that a lot of people fall into the trap of. And I'm just going to glance down here and read through those. Hiring the wrong person, so the wrong skill sets. No clear job specification, so you're really not sure what sort of person to hire. Poor selection, do be really careful on hiring, just as you would anyone. Poor communication, so it's got to be effective and frequent enough. And manage them well and delegate well. So there you go. You're not going to make those 5 fails, are you? I have found, I discovered the world of virtual assistant support about 10 years ago, and I haven't looked back since. So hopefully you're having a great ride as well. If you have any questions, do comment down below. Love to answer questions. If you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, why not subscribe? Hit the red subscribe button. And if you hit the bell, you get notified every time we have a new video coming out. And generally they're on a Tuesday evening, East Coast Sydney time. So thanks for watching. See you next week.